It's Monday, July 17th, 2023, and I've got some updates for everybody. Well, let's talk about it right here, right now, episode 12 of the Just Plain Fun podcast. Well, welcome back to the Just Plain Fun podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Hunter, today. Thank you for tuning into this episode, being back with everyone here. I have been out of the podcasting space, obviously, for a few brief week hiatus. And so if I'm a little bit worse or a bit messier today, forgive me for that, please. I definitely, like I said, have been so busy with life lately. It's been between work and LSAT studying, you name it. Everything has kind of been going crazy as of late. I have just today actually signed up to be taking the September LSAT. So if you haven't heard on a previous podcast, that is my next plan here is to take the law school admissions test. So hopefully the studying up until September continues to go well, continues to make some progress. That'll be a lot of fun, I'm hoping. But we will definitely see how that goes for us. It feels like I am back in school again. So I'm not sure what I think about that. But regardless, obviously, a happy podcast. We want to make sure we're not making people think of their school days either. With that said, though, wanted to just come on here, share a bit of an update, discuss kind of what the future of the podcast as it stands right now is looking like, and how that might look moving forward. There's been quite a few of you who have reached out to me on social media, on Twitter there, so I really appreciate that. Been great getting to kind of connect again with some of the listeners there. You guys have been so supportive, and I greatly appreciate that. But it is with a, rather, I shouldn't say heavy heart, but, a bit of sadness that we're going to be momentarily or for the foreseeable future here stopping the Just Plain Fun podcast. There's been a lot of great times so far, even though we've just been 11 episodes before this, episode 12 obviously today. Some of the great things we were able to see and accomplish. We were able to, I think, really make a positive impact on the Canadian aviation space in the podcast world. I had a lot of people reach out and say they never even had really thought about the Canadian aviation space. But enjoyed the podcast, so I really appreciate that. Want to say my most heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who, every time I drop an episode, would either be downloading and listening and subscribing, as well. Really appreciate that, and I'm really happy for what that looked like. Just because of, like I said here, with everything going on between studying and just work, etc. Just at the time is not something I'm able to dedicate as much time as I perhaps would like to. Hopefully sometime in the future, we might be able to get this up and running again. That'd be a lot of fun. But I want the listeners to be assured I'm not going to be permanently gone. I still will be on Twitter a fair decent chunk. I do have to be on Twitter for my job a lot, and so sometimes nobody tell my boss, but I may click on to the Just Plain Fun user handle for a little bit each day just to see what's happening in the aviation space. I think there's a lot of exciting things going on. There's a lot of opportunities out there. There's been some major, I would say, travel and loyalty announced in the last couple of days with Marriott and MGM, which people can look into, and just overall, really a strengthening of the points and miles system. And so hopefully everyone is able to take advantage of that. But yeah, with that said, I will say if you do want to find me, I am on Twitter. I am at JustPlainFun380. Again, feel free to reach out. This is not me saying don't talk to me anymore. I still am very hopeful and excited to talk to each and every one of you that want to reach out. And as well, you can find me on YouTube. I'm at Just Plain Fun A380. I'll be sure to link that YouTube channel, though, and my Twitter handle as well into these show notes if you do want to give me a follow and kind of see where the future can take us. But with that said, I do want to thank everybody again so much for, tuning into the episodes that we had done up to this point. Really, really had a blast doing it. Wishing everyone, blue skies and tailwinds wherever those travels may take you. Be sure to share your photos on Twitter. I love seeing those as well, and hopefully can interact with a lot of you for the foreseeable future. So with that said, this has been the Just Plain Fun podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, today. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you again. Bye.